Hello and welcome to this video on Japan's population crisis. The number of births registered in Japan plummeted to another record low last year, and the country is facing a decline that its authorities have failed to reverse despite their extensive efforts. In this video, we will analyze the reasons for this trend and what it could mean for Japan's economy, culture, and people if it continues. Japan has been in steady decline since its economic boom of the 1980s and stood at 125.5 million in 2021, according to the most recent government figures. Its fertility rate of 1.3 is far below the rate of 2.1 required to maintain a stable population in the absence of immigration. The country also has one of the highest life expectancies in the world. Nearly 1 in 1,500 people in Japan were aged 100 or older in 2020, according to government data. The decline in population is resulting in a growing problem for leaders of the world's third largest economy. They now face a ballooning elderly population, along with a shrinking workforce to fund pensions and healthcare as demand from the aging population surges. In 8 years' time, it is believed that the number of women of childbearing age will fall to a point where population decline cannot be reversed. This is a critical time for Japan to act, and Prime Minister Kishida Fumio stressed that the birth rate had fallen to the brink of not being able to maintain a functioning society, and the time to act is now. The government will unveil radical countermeasures to try to boost the birth rate, including more financial assistance to help with childrearing, preschool education, nursing care services, and workplace reforms. The government is set to raise the lump sum baby bonus to 500,000 yen, around $3,800, starting in April to cover childbirth expenses. But money alone might not be able to solve the multi-pronged problem, with various social factors contributing to the low birth rate. Japan's high cost of living, limited space, and lack of childcare support in cities make it difficult to raise children, meaning fewer couples are having kids. Urban couples are also often far from extended family in other regions who could help provide support. In 2022, Japan was ranked one of the world's most expensive places to raise a child, according to research from financial institution Jefferies. And yet, the country's economy has stalled since the early 1990s, meaning frustratingly low wages and little upward mobility. The average real annual household income declined from 6.59 million yen, $50,600 in 1995 to 5.64 million yen, $43,300 in 2020, according to 2021 data from the Ministry of Health, Labor, and Welfare. Attitudes toward marriage and starting families have also shifted in recent years, with more couples putting off both during the pandemic. Young people are feeling increasingly pessimistic about the future, which has contributed to the low birth rate. It's a familiar story throughout East Asia, where South Korea's fertility rate, already the world's lowest, dropped yet again last year in the latest setback to the country's efforts to boost its declining population. Meanwhile, China is inching closer to officially losing its title as the world's most populous country to India after its population shrank in 2022 for the first time since the 1960s. If Japan's population crisis continues, it could have severe consequences for the country's economy, culture, and people. An aging population can lead to a shrinking workforce, which could impact the economy in various ways, including reduced productivity and lower economic growth. It can also cause a decline in cultural diversity and the quality of life for older people who may struggle to find adequate care and support. One of the main challenges facing Japan's economy due to its aging population is the strain it puts on the healthcare system. The demand for healthcare services is growing rapidly as more people reach retirement age and require medical attention. This puts a significant burden on the country's healthcare resources, which are already struggling to keep up with the rising demand. As a result, the quality of care may suffer, and waiting times for medical procedures may increase. Additionally, Japan's aging population may also lead to a decline in innovation and entrepreneurship. As older workers retire, younger generations may not have as many opportunities to take on leadership roles or start new businesses. This could lead to a stagnation of the economy and a lack of new ideas and technologies. Furthermore, an aging population can also have social implications. There may be an increased sense of loneliness and isolation among older people, as they may have fewer social connections and support networks. This can lead to a decline in mental health and well-being, as well as a potential increase in social welfare spending to support these individuals. To address these challenges, the Japanese government has implemented several policies to encourage population growth and support older citizens. These policies include increasing support for working parents, promoting immigration, and providing better healthcare services for older people. Overall, the aging population crisis in Japan is a complex issue that requires a multifaceted solution. It will require a combination of policy changes, social initiatives, and technological advancements to address the challenges and ensure a sustainable future for Japan's economy, culture, and people. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.